everybody. Right, today I'm going to be showing you the amazing new collection, or part of the amazing new collection from Lecente. It's called The Greatest Show. It's launching on the 24th of May. So if you're watching this video the day it's released, that's today. So this is some of the collection. We've got a gel colour called Admit 2, and there's a corresponding glitter as well called Big Top. Beautiful. These colours are so bright. Then All Is Fun Fair. Look at that. Oh, so gorgeous. And we've got waltzer, alongside it. And then we've got Popcorn Party. This is like just life. I love yellows. And Helter Skelter. Check it out. Oh. Then Put on a Show. Beautiful purple colour. And the glitter is called Trapeze. This is their summer collection 2021. So it's all showmanship and, you know, bright. Painted ponies. This is a bright pink. It's gorgeous. And we've got Carousel that works really nicely alongside it. Then we've got Summer Sideshow. Beautiful colour. And Ferris Wheel. So there's also, these two I'm not using in this set. There's also these foils as part of the collection. Let me know if you want me to do a video swatching the foils and showing you how I use them. So not necessarily a design, but if you want me to incorporate any of them in a design, I will. But I'm just overwhelmed with how gorgeous they all are. They're so bright and colourful and fun, and I'm just like overwhelmed with ideas. Look at that one. Oh my God. Just what do you do with it? What do you do? It's so beautiful. Right, well, I'm going to work with some of these bright colours today. So I'm going to use the xxxl tips from my website. And I'm going to use the Lecente base coat to apply them. All I've done is etch the inside of the tip a little bit. I just used the sanding band actually on my e-file. Don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. I've applied a peel-off base coat to my nails. If you want a video on how I protect my nails, because I do like 2 sets a week and I peel them off the same day often. If you want a video on how I have not damaged my nails and how I've protected them, let me know. And I'm just going to use this gorgeous lamp that was sent to me, and it's just like a little spotlight, and that just sets them in place, and then I do a full cure in my lamp. Just makes life a lot easier. So I'll let you watch me applying these. So once they're all on, I'm going to show you how to alter these into more of a coffin shape. I know a lot of you are just crazy mad for this deep square, and I love it, but there are still, you know, the tapered square, the coffin lovers. So all I do is, because these tips have a really deep C curve, you can angle and take off some of the edge. So take off more towards the tip, less towards your free edge. It's like a V shape. Turn it over, do the same. Take off more at the end of that nail and less as you go further towards your free edge. And then you've got a narrower, you will lose some of that C curve, so pinch it in a little bit if you want it. You don't have to. You can flatten out the C curve by trimming off the sides. And then I'm just going to use my file to even it out, make sure it's all nice. And there you have basically a coffin, a really long coffin nail, without having to buy different tips. So saves a bit of money. Saves a bit of money, honey. I only ever really use stiletto tips or long square tips, and then I just change them because I don't want 25 million different tips. I don't want it. I can't be bothered. So I just use them. Let me know if you want me to get some more salon length tips in. The only reason I haven't is because you could cut these down and you can cut the stilettos down, so I sort of felt it might be getting people to buy things they didn't need, and I wouldn't buy them. But if you want them, I will get them. Right, now I'm going to do this set out of hard gel, so we need to buff the tip. Buff it. Buff, buffy, buff, buff. Just 180 grit buffing block, because we're going to be building this whole nail with hard gel. Now, building a long nail, especially with hard gel, I work differently. You're working with a long nail. It's not your salon length. It's like acrylic. It's not your 3 bead pickup. Do you know what I mean? It's not a standard length nail. You work in sections. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I'll only show you on the thumb, but I'm keeping it in real time so you can work along with me. But I won't, seriously, just recording the thumb and the artwork, this video was well over an hour long before I managed to cut it back a bit. So this set took me, on this one hand, took me about 2.5 hours. But then I was getting distracted every 5 minutes by the kids. So there's a lot to be said for that. Gerald there, did you catch him cleaning my desk? Yes, the Gerald brushes. In fact, Gerald is sold out. There's only Ollie, George and Jerry left at the moment. You guys have gone mad for them. People are collecting the whole family. So I've literally gone straight in with the hard gel. This particular gel, Nail Perfect Fibre Gel, does not require a base coat. So I'm going straight in with a thin layer of the gel itself, which is light rose, out of Shop Beautifully, like a boss. And I'm just going to cover the whole nail. Now, I don't need to pinch because these tips are have been cut down at the sides. If I was keeping them a full square, I would pinch, but I wouldn't pinch my natural nail. You don't need to really pinch. If you pinch the wrong way and you pinch your nail too much, you're going to cause problems. So I would be pinching where the free edge is down the tip if I needed to, but because I've cut in the sides, I don't need to. That's had a 60-second cure. Now we're going to start building the bulk of the nail. You probably saw I'm using a Lecente size 8 oval brush. It's the G1 brush. I'll put the links for Lecente in the description anyway. I've had this box of products for so long and I've been so excited to show you. So I'm blending that bead down because there is no way one bead is going to do the full length of the nail, and I don't want to create step-ups. So I've created a bit more bulk where the cuticle is for my apex, and then I've feathered that bead down the nail. And gradually that's how I build it up. Then I'm going to go in and add a little bit more. That's the beauty of gel. You can just keep playing with it until it sets. And it doesn't set until you decide to set it, so you've got a bit more freedom. So I'm doing this side to side sort of sweeping motion. You don't need to go right to the outside of the nail because gel moves, so it's naturally pulled outwards. So if you build up the outside of your nail too much, by the time you get it in the lamp and back out again, it will have moved and you'll probably have bulky sides. So your best bet is to build up the centering, and see what I'm doing here, feathering it down through the sides of the nail. These are the areas that are going to be filed, that are going to be kind of changed anyway, so you don't need to build the bulk up. But when you turn your nail over, you can like see how thick it is and if it needs any more product. So it's a really good guide. That's going to have a quick cure because we don't want to apply too much in one go. And then I'm just going to continue to build a nail up, just putting beads where they're needed. I still need a bigger apex. But I apply like a slip layer, so I brush the gel on first. This just helps the next bead to flow. And then it's just about going in and building up that structure and strength. And the neater you get it, the less filing you have to do, which is nice. Although gel files nice and easily. And don't worry if you get any little air bubbles, you can kind of stretch them out. There you go. The bigger the beads you use, the kind of more you fiddle with it, the more likely you are to get the odd air bubble, but it's no biggie. So I'll let you watch me crack on and build up this nail. I then did the rest of the nails off camera because it would have been really long. There you go, see? So now I need to file them, get them all into shape. The first thing I'm doing is filing off out of shot because that's helpful. I'm just filing the sidewalls. I always do the sidewalls first and the free edge, and then I go around the shape of the nail, and then like round the cuticle and then through the body of the nail, and then I go back again and do the sidewalls and free edge. And yeah, tuck in my file in. I don't rush it, no stress. And another trick with product, especially gel, because it tends to obviously self-level in its own little way, is I'll often turn my file like this and run over the top, and that gives me a good indication because it takes the highest points down first, so it gives me a good indication of where I've applied too much product or where there's potentially not enough product. And it also evens out the nail nice and smooth and even. So that's the start of it, filing away the bits we don't need. And I just continue with this until the nail is nice and smooth and even. There we go, we jumped forward a little bit because I went out of shot. So you can see those bits that were really raised have now evened out with all the other parts. And then you constantly check down the barrel of the nail as well to make sure that it's nice and even one side to the other, so you haven't got, when you look down, the product's not all kind of swooped over to one side, which easily happens if somebody twists their fingers. It's just going into the lamp, it can set slightly off center. And then I'm continuing just to smooth that nice. I'm only using a 180 grit file. It's all you need on hard gel. I wouldn't use anything firmer. I know a lot of people finish file with an e-file, but I can't seem to get out of the habit of, oh, I'm using Gerald to clean my dust because the Gerald brushes, well, it's this whole family, because the unicorn brushes are so smooth, I use them to clean my dust collector as well because they won't scratch. So yeah, handy little tip there. And I use it to clean my desk as well. Just, he does everything really. Don't know if he cares. There you go. Still got a little bit of refining. I'm terrible. I'll just stare at it for ages and be like, nope. I'm just doing the last little bits, I promise. I won't faff around with it anymore. Right, let's fast forward. All my filing is done. Now we need to get on with the design. This is a lot of work. So I'm going to matte top coat all of these nails because it's so much easier to paint on top of a matte surface. If you paint on top of a freshly filed nail, you run the risk of, like, there's tiny little crevices and grooves, and then the gel will seep into them. So at least if you've covered those all up, but you've got a matte base underneath, it grips onto the gel polish really perfectly well and gorgeous. So yes, it grips in there. You don't have to worry. And I'll do that to all the nails. 30-second cure. And the first colour I'm going in with is All Is Funfair. Gorgeous colour. So I'm going to put some of that on my palette. I've had people asking where my palette's from. It was made for me by Just Jo Nail Addict. She has a YouTube channel, so go and check it out. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm using a long liner brush. The trick here is to lay the brush down. So don't try and drag the tip of the brush to make a straight line. Lay the brush down because it will make a straight line. I see lots of people trying to draw with the tip of the brush and then saying, I can't get a straight line. Lay your brush down on the nail and it like stamps in, doesn't it? It imprints like the straight line that you need. That was a game changer for me because I could not do line work at all until I sort of started doing it that way, and then boom, it worked. Oh, that gorgeous colour. We're also going to just go over that line there, just drag it through. And then I'm going to tidy up with a little bit of alcohol gel on my brush because I want to split down the centre. And then I'll just kind of even that out with my shorter head brush. I think this is like a 1mm. Or yeah, 10mm. I don't know, can't remember. Again, just tidy it up a little bit. I was being a bit finicky and then decided to put glitter there anyway to make it look cool. So, right, and I'm going to do the same with the liner brush around the edge. I love this look. I saw it ages ago and I thought one day I'll do something with that. And I didn't for ages, and then I sort of thought, what can I do with these colours? Oh, I know, because I couldn't decide what colour to do, so I just wanted to do as many as I could get on my hand. So using that brush, we only need a thin line, and I'll just keep going over it if I need it a little bit thicker anyway. And then I'm just going to finish with a line across the front. There we go. Get that in there. It's probably easier to do that with a shorter brush, but you know I like to make my life hard. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that line is as thick and pigmented as I want it, and then I'm going to pop this nail in the lamp, give it a 30-second cure. Okay, we've had our cure. I'm now going to matte top coat again because I actually want the effect to be matte top coat. So I'm going to matte top coat the design, but we are going to come in and do a little something extra. So once that's top coated, I'm going to grab a little bit of gloss top coat, just a tack free top coat, and apply a little line here, and then sprinkle some of that gorgeous glitter on it. It's so pretty. Get that in my lamp quickly. I'm not worried about the overspill, it won't stick. And then I'll just use Gerald to brush it off. So there's a little twinkle at the tip. It's really pretty. And then I thought, right, I'm going to do more. So I'm going to apply like a V shape of tack-free top coat. Do a V shape here. In hindsight, I think I probably should have done a V of the colour and then put the glitter on the colour. But I didn't think about that at the time, because I was so excited by all of the things I wanted to use. All of the things. I'm filling that with the top coat as well. And then once I'm happy, I'm actually going to sprinkle the glitter on there. I'm liking all the lines and the sort of straight sides and stuff in this design. It's appealing to me. So sprinkle, sprinkle, and then 30-second cure. And then I was like, give Gerald, give it a good clean. I didn't feel like the glitter was defined enough because it's an iridescent type, isn't it? And I just thought I don't like it. So I go around the edge of it with the colour. and just box it in. Then I like it. It's funny, isn't it? But it just needed, like I said, I probably should have done the colour and then done a section inside the colour of the glitter. But my mind was going so fast and I was so excited and like stimulated by all the colours that I couldn't rein it back in. That's just the way I am. Can't change. I've been like this for nearly 40 years. So I'm going to top coat those edges, and this will actually act as a nice seal for the glitter as well. It's not perfect, but my thumb is wonky, so when I'll show you actually, if I remember next time, when you look at the cuticle area of my thumb, one side is way deeper than the other side. It actually like tilts back. Now I'm applying some tack-free top coat here because it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that bling. Know what I'm saying? So I'm going to grab, speaking of straight sides, these AB rectangles. They're on my website, they're stunning, and I'm going to just grab my crystal pickup tool and pop the rectangle there, and it was just so pleasurable to see all these straight sides, the triangular straight sides, the rectangular straight sides. It just worked so well, because initially I was going to use just a round flat back, and I was like, no, it's not going to look right. I need something straight. I'm so glad I used the rectangle. So yeah, would you guys like, while I'm on the, just topic about crystals, look at that, it's finished now, it's all cured in place. Would you guys like an A-B selection of Alina crystals, so shapes and round flatbacks? Let me know in the comments and I'll get a mix together for you. I'll create something. Next we're going in with Popcorn Party. Friggin' gorgeous colour. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. People would think I'm weird maybe if I walk around with a whole bunch of yellow nails, but man, I love yellow and oranges. I love them. Same technique, lay the brush down, pull it through. You're looking at, look, I've got knackered. My hands are absolutely battered and I have to have steroid injections, and I can still draw a straight line with a liner brush because you lay that brush down. Lay it down, drag it through. It's so much easier, trust me. So I'm going to let you I can't even talk. Right, I'm going to finish my coffee while you watch this bit. But first, just to let you know, I do this bit before I have cured that line, because I know sometimes I can go over the line and it might move. So the best bet is to leave it uncured for now, and then I can tidy it up with my brush after. So I try and do as much of this work as I can before I cure it, just in case I need to make any alterations. So again, once it's cured, in with the base coat and then a 30-second cure, and then I'm going to go in and do that work with the top coat to create the glitter area. So I'm going to use that gorgeous glitter Helter Skelter. It's flipping stunning. There are so many things I could do with all these colours. My mind is like exploding. I'm just putting a little tickle of tack-free top coat there. Just a little tickle. Then we get that glitter on top. Get Gerald to brush it off. Just off topic, do you know I've had my Gerald for about 2 years? Mad, isn't it? Bonkers. It's been my best friend through dark times. It's been my lockdown buddy. That's why I've gone mad and given them all a name. You know, like, oh God, that film with Tom Hanks when he has that football or whatever it is that he gives a face and a name to. Yeah, that's me. Just doing it with unicorn brushes. Right, in the lamp cure brush, and then we'll build up the outline on this shape. On to the next nail then. Put on a show. Oh, we will, with these gorgeous nails. This is a really nice purple. It's really deep. It's almost a blurple. See what I did there? And we're going to do exactly the same thing again. And I just feel like you might be bored of my voice by now. But I will take this opportunity to thank you all for your support and for all your views and likes and shares and stuff and your messages. I get messages from people just being kind and I really appreciate that. And if I forget to reply, it's because I normally open a message, get distracted and then think I've replied and I haven't, so I apologise. I try and make an effort to go back and check things, but sometimes things slip through the net. I don't know if you guys know, I think I've told you, but the acrylic beginners course is now live on Udemy and it's £85 and it's a fully accredited beginners course. And the reason I can do it so cheap is because the footage is pre-recorded and you can spend as many hours, weeks, months as you need learning it and perfecting your skill. So, you know, it's not like, I've done 5 hours training and I'm a nail tech. No, it doesn't work like that. You learn properly, but in your own time. And once you're confident with a skill, then you move on to the next stage. So it enables me to support you remotely and, you know, via email or voice clip or whatever you need. And that also enables me to have it at a cheaper price. So and the hard gel is the same. So yeah, I'll put the link to those in the description box. Shameless plug. While I just crack on and build a blurple tip. So then we're going in with that bright neon pink painted ponies. It's friggin' beautiful. Look at it, it's so pink. And we're going to do exactly the same again. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, I'll let you watch, I'll shut up.
We're good, we never left the ground, but we need to take some weight off our shoulders. The fight isn't over. Can you let me be tonight? I will need some time alone, not forever, but when we're together.
Last but not least, we're using Summer Sideshow. That's where I'd be. If I was in like a big top circus, I'd be the weird sideshow person. They'd be like, this is the weirdo. She's just odd, really. Just have a look at her, laugh at her a bit and walk on.
Took some weight off our shoulders, so this fight is over. Can you stay with me tonight? I don't wanna be alone, and I need you here if you want to. I know my spark's been left in the dark sometimes, but when I'm with you, it's just like an airwave, better than a band-aid. This could be love, not sure, but I'm probably right. When you're around, I can say what I wanna say. So hard to concentrate. This is all that I need and more. Perfectly safe and sure. I'll be with you always. I will stay with my common sense. Irresistible friend.
So while I'm finishing off the sprinkles and top coats of this nail, I just want to say I have a discount code for Lecente. It is an ambassador code. It will be in the description box. As far as I know, you do not need to be qualified in order to buy any of their glitters or foils or things like that, but you do need to be qualified to buy their gel. So please bear that in mind. And yeah, it's a gorgeous collection. I will do some swatches as well, and I'll do some lives just to, you know, if you're ever around, to jump on and show you. But it's really bright fun. I'm attracted to mixtures of colours that don't match at the moment. Well, as you can see from my last video. So yeah, these are the final nails. I really hope you've liked this video. And if you stuck around to the end, thank you. I appreciate you. I'll see you in my next one. Tally bye.